Hi, I'm Brian. Hi, I'm Ryan. And we're here to tell you why you should root for our team this weekend. First, the Utes have won 57 of the 95 rivalry games, including the last 4. BYU is playing with a chip on their shoulder for Broncos' last holy war. We are part of the Pac-12, the Conference of Champions. Really, the Conference of Champions? That same conference left out of the college football playoff? That same conference BYU would kill to get into but could never play on our level. There is no team in the world more proud of their mediocre conference than the Utes are proud about the Pac-12. Well, we're allowed to grow beards. Just because you're allowed to grow beards doesn't mean you all should. Travis Wilson. Plus, you're down Covey and Booker, your entire offense, according to Coach Whittingham. At least we have a coach that BYU would kill to get now that Bronco has jumped ship. Half the reason we want Coach Whitt is because we know it will break the Utes' hearts. Plus, we have a national championship. How many of those do the Utes have? Again with the national championship, it was over 25 years ago. It's time to move on. Similar to how we are constantly reminded about the 13-0 Sugar Bowl team. Hey, we finished tied for 3rd in the Pac-12 this year. That's pretty good. And yet you're playing in the 6th place Pac-12 bowl game for the 2nd year in a row? Hey, you don't have to remind us of that. Playing BYU is like arm wrestling your little sister. We have nothing to win. We get the same feeling every time we play little brother Utah State. But don't put yourself on a pedestal that big quite yet. BYU is barely ranked outside the top 25, and the Utes, by some miracle, are barely ranked inside the top 25. We'll see how your offense matches up against our stout Pac-12 defense. Hey, our defense is ranked 36, your defense is ranked 41. Bronson Kafusi alone has more blocked kicks than 115 FBS teams. It must be hard to be ranked that high when you're playing teams like Wagner. If you were in the Pac-12, you would never be ranked that high. Here we go again about the mighty Pac-12. Well, Max Hall still hates me. Maybe your classless fan shouldn't have poured beer on his family. Which brings us to the whole point of this conversation. Not all fans are bad. In fact, 90% of BYU and Utah fans are quality, respectful individuals. It's the 10% on either side that ruin it for the rest of us. Don't be part of that 10%. So whether you're diehard fans like us and are driving to the game this weekend, or if you're going to enjoy the game from the comfort of your own home, be part of the 90%. And if you're new to the rivalry and you're not sure which team to root for, 'tis the season. Just saying, Santa wears red, and so does Satan. Go Cougs!